How you doing? How you doing? I look a little sleepy because I've been meditating and I was just so calm and I was like, should I go to sleep or should I film the video? But no, I feel the need to do a reading. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I feel like I have a message, I feel like I have a message. I do have a message. It's lately I wanna be shuffling a little bit. Yeah, last night was so hard, like I couldn't sleep. I always tell you guys things so you can resonate with what I tell you about me. But yeah, last night I couldn't really sleep. I was really not overthinking because it was not like that mental anxiety. It was like that physical of I don't know. I feel like I'm going through certain shifts. You know when you just feel like, oh, it's the end of a cycle, and it's like those emotional purge that you go through. Yeah, maybe you're going through it too. And also, I was thinking about how crazy it is that. What was the thing that I was thinking about when I woke up? Because I literally, I think I went to sleep at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. No, a.m. Yeah, and I slept for a couple hours and then I woke up. But yeah, I was like, it's so moody, so angry. I feel like I was thinking about that healing. I was thinking about am I really going through this awful part of the journey again? And it's like how I was thinking about how sometimes you get unmotivated because you get to those purges, but you gotta go through them. And it's like that's why they say healing is not linear. Look at this little. I love it. It's from my little sister. No context. But it's like how they say healing is not linear. It's a circle, and I feel like that's exactly what's going on. And maybe for the the strength, it's in order for you to realize, to just realize that you just have to, how can you say that, purge that emotion because you're going through that shift into. But yeah, that strength, that I'm seeing that as the strength of the heart and the mind, like it came and I saw it and I was just like, I don't want to. But yeah, I feel like that it's exactly like you're going through that shift and it's like you can feel it and it's upwards. So you already, it's like you're staying in your strength whenever those kind of moments happen, because of feeling like you gotta let go of very bad emotions, and maybe you feel like you're very sensitive. Also, I'm seeing the strength of of your own will, on your own, it's a lion, so it's that Leo energy, and Leo energy, it's about the heart, so it's like a whole healing journey of the heart, and I can really resonate with. Yeah. And the Queen of Cups. So yeah, you're, like I said, you're seeing the lesson in it. Maybe not the lesson, So you're seeing and trusting your feelings. It's what I'm saying. You're nurturing whenever those moments of purges of emotions come. Like you just, and also it's a little advice if you're starting to do it. Like keep going. It's a message of keep going the way you're doing. Like you're doing great. You're absolutely on the right path. There's nothing wrong with having those kind of depressive days. It's not like depressive, but feeling unmotivated, feeling like, oh, maybe I don't, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. And it's like, no, why? Just because you have a sad day? It just means that there's something that you reflected on and you just had to let it go. Also, I was like kind of, we'll see. But I feel like you're kind of healing certain, a relationship, with someone, that healing of the heart. You're really nurturing yourself through that process. You're not really, like, whenever those, like, negative mindset, whenever that negative, whenever those strong emotions come, you're just treating yourself with that patience and that understanding. I don't know why I'm looking at her feet. She has like blue socks. I don't know why. I just saw that. Also, the Hierophant, like, I feel like that, like that strong kind of character. Like you're, how can I put this into words? I feel like treating yourself with love and respect, and understanding that it's a whole life of not treating yourself with the love and respect, because that's what you were taught. I feel like that is building up your character and that strong, that strength, that strong character of, whatever it looks like on the outside. It's like, doesn't matter. It's just a reflection of maybe what you didn't heal, or what's currently what you need to pay attention of. And I feel like that it's that whole being the healing not being like a line, like a linear or lineal, I don't know, like the healing journey not being lineal. It's because it's a circle. I feel that it's what's what I'm trying to say, like that integration of living in the present moment and paying attention to what it is, and kind of seeing beyond of what it's, what people say, and really like looking deeper by being conscious in the present. And that kind of makes you reflect on the past and saying like, why am I being presented with this situation, or where am I being presented with this person, with this something that it's kind of causing me pain, or being uncomfortable, not comfortable, not feeling fine. And it's that integration of the past, present, and future, and being like staying in the present and being conscious in what it is that it's showing you, what it's showing you on the outside, working on the inside and saying like, what the fuck, what's going on, what do I what is trying to make me learn from the past. I feel like that change, like a lot of people really stay in that negative way of looking at, healing being a whole circle. And when you feel down, it's because you're making that reflection. Whenever you feel like, oh, you took like 10 steps backwards, but it's not like 10 steps backwards. It's like you just, and you're like looking at what's that phrase, that looking at the bigger picture and being like, oh, this is why. Because I don't know, because I didn't heal this from my childhood, and it's like a lot of people just stay in that place and that and like see it in the negative way, and just say, oh well, I went through this, and look at all this time that happened, and I haven't healed it yet, and or look at how, when we all go through those phases. It's not like if you, like that's what you overcome. With these 3 cards, absolutely positive. You know this. You know this. And you really go, like when you go to the past, you just kind of, I'm hearing like mantras and affirmations to kind of, stay grounded and understanding that it's just something that you need to reflect on. And yes, it's a feeling that you need to feel, because it's your body like asking you, like, unleash this beast, just let it go. Because whatever you don't heal, you're like holding on to it, but you know this. If not, maybe it's a little advice for you to start looking at it another way. But if you're not going through this, then it's not your reading. But I was about to say, the integration of past, present, and future. It kind of works like this for me. It's like, being conscious about the present, being honest with yourself about your present, and being like, why am I living this? Why am I being presented with this if I don't want this? Or this doesn't make me feel joy, And it's, being conscious in the present, looking at the past, like searching where, and asking yourself, like, where it's like, what is making you feel? Maybe it's making you feel like abandoned. Maybe it's making you feel, fear of being alone. Maybe it's making you feel weak. Maybe it's making you feel like you're not worth. Maybe, look at what kind of wound is activating, and ask yourself, where is this coming from? And when you see that, it's like, okay, thinking about the future and saying, what can I do, to not, what can I do to change this? Yeah, I love these 3 cards. I would just stop the reading now. And I would just stay on, talking and speaking to you guys. Because I feel like that's the kind of video that you guys need today. And that I need to make for you guys too. Like just some motivation and realizing how strong you really are, how powerful you really are. And like that kind of like rebel, I know whenever those negative, those wanting to puke on emotions, I know that they don't feel nice. I would know. I would fucking know. Like, you're doing the right kind of work, and you're telling yourself the right kind of you're telling yourself, oh, my throat is so itchy. What it's itching. They say when you are saying something, your throat gets kind of itchy. It's like you have the urge to kind of express. I don't know why. Anyways, But it's like, I always sit on like this to think. I don't know why. Maybe because when I meditate, I kind of like stay like this. And in my readings, I need to kind of receive information. I don't know. It's just, anyway. I also wanted to share something with you guys. I think there was, I don't know where I saw it. I think it's another like a tarot reader that I love. She's Star Magic, and she said something like, being parenting well your inner child, and that's exactly what I'm feeling, like. And also there's another phrase that it's like, you became like an adult that your inner child would feel, that you as a child would feel safe, and that it's really powerful, that it's beautiful, guys. Oh my god. What do I want to get tarot? Because I feel like okay, I'm gonna ask to make it more specific. What is the strength? Come on. What's this strength? Where are you coming from this strength? Like, what is you're going through that it's making you see your strength, making you Six of Swords. Yeah, you're bitch. I love it when the cards. I think I say this in every reading, but I love it when the cards like show me the story. Yeah, you're walking away from. You're not staying in that mentality. You're not staying trapped in the mind anymore. Whenever there's a situation that doesn't serve you, you do the right thing, and literally, like leaving. Like you take on a little mind trip. If maybe you cannot leave that place physically, but your mind goes like, I'm not serving. This is not serving. Okay, I'm not present in here. Like, I'm not feeding that anymore. It can be like a family situation, maybe. What was that? High Priestess. Yeah. And also, like that mindset of, whenever that mindset of, oh, I'm not going, and I want one for the Queen of Cups. Like, whenever that mindset of lack and, literally, look, whenever that mind of, I'm always coming back to the past. I'm always, whenever you're in that wheel and you're in the part that you're feeling down, you're not staying trapped in the mind anymore. You're just leaving that situation. Really good. And the Justice. Literally. You're not feeding into your. Maybe you were. Is this reading for me? Like, there are certain things that you were kind of still like attached to certain illusion that you kind of created in your mind, because it was, a prettier story to tell you than the actual truth. So you left that mentality and you said, what the fuck am I doing? What is this feeling? You did the whole job, you saw yourself with compassion, and you were like, okay, past, present, and future. Present, what is going on, actually being honest with yourself and being like, what is this triggering within me? What wound is this triggering in me? went through the past, you saw that wound, and you were like, okay, what can I do to kind of fix this, to kind of, you know, to feel strong again. Yeah, it's that. Also, like, being very honest with yourself, not staying. Oh, the Justice has a sword too, so it's like, again, like that mind. I feel like the answer was not staying trapped in your mind anymore, and be like really serving justice to yourself by being, you know, yeah, this is keeping you away from what the life that you want, the person that you want to be. And it's like literally the Magician in reverse. Like that's what kind of it's blocking the rest. So you're just like, maybe that's a tired, like that feeling of being tired. You know, being in this journey for so long and realizing, you know, this kind of cycles happens now and then. It's not fair for me to keep, you know, how do I say this? Do I want to see? Yeah, it's not fair for me to, what did I say? It was something about, I don't think it's, of course it's about, like, how can I say this? It's like a family issue in a way of, it's a childhood trauma that was triggered, you know, but maybe it was a situation, you know, from your home, the one that kind of make you feel like, oh, I'm staying in an illusion, you know, not saying to you the more comfortable answer just because you want to feel good. No. You know, it keeps you, whatever light you also realize, like whatever, this fell into the Queen of Cups, like whatever lie you kept saying to yourself, it was like not being, it was blocking that energy of feeling abundant and feeling that Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, feeling abundant and being able to really attract, and the Magician in reverse, literally, and that being that, how do I say this? 23, like I stop it at 23, but it's like, whatever, like when you hold on to an illusion, you're kind of not being that Queen of Cups for yourself, because you feel like you're not capable of, that's an illusion again, you're not capable of, you know, being so honest with yourself, because there are truths that hurt so much. And yeah, there's a lot of truths that hurts, but that doesn't mean you're not able to change it. That doesn't mean you're not able to, you know, just feel it and still, it is what it is now. What can I do in order to make myself feel with that strength again? You know, being, what's the word I'm looking for? Being like, it's not honest, like, it's being, fuck, that word just went, like, flew, hold on. What can I do that can make me feel my most authentic self? You know, that's the strength for me. You know, the strength of when you're honest with yourself, you are honest about who you were and who you are. And that gives you, you know, a lot of power. Actually, I don't want any more tarot cards. Let's not. At least not with this. And the Judgment. And the Magician in reverse again. And there's that 9 of... 5, 8. I don't know the numbers, guys. Oh my god. Yeah. 8 of Cups. Leaving those places that doesn't serve you anymore, honey. Very well. Very freaking well. I just I want to confirm this. Like, give me a couple of bucks. Okay, there's like these 3 aspects of the reading. So those 3 aspects, like, so speaking, present and future. 2 of Cups, union, that, you know, that nurturing energy, but like union, I don't know if I want, no, because I was like about to say, I don't know if I want to share this, but like, and again, like this fell onto the strength. Maybe it wasn't so much about maybe it happened in the madman. Why do I always say the madman? The fool. No, it's the fool. It's the one that is jumping. Madman. What's the word? Wait a minute. I have no. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the it's not the madman. You guys don't call it that way. It bothers me, but I don't know. I'm gonna this one. The one that it's like unbothered by, you know, the 3D. He's not bothered by, because he kind of like trusts his own journey. The 2 of Cups. It's I didn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. When I was meditating, I have this thing with, I love like candles and stuff, and I would recommend you to kind of meditate or like say affirmations and like really focus on the fire. It gives you the sense of being very calm if you like candles and stuff, but like it gives you this sense of being, you know, calm, and also you kind of see things through the fire. I was meditating and I was like looking at it was crazy because this what's it, like an incense, what those that you used to glance. It was like right next to the candle, and the smoke kept like being thrown, like kept like going at the flame, and every time I was like, it's gonna turn out, but actually it kind of made the fire a little bit more, I don't know, but that was not what I wanted to tell you guys. Is that, you know, I was looking at it and it was like kind of like a rainbow, and like in a moment I did this, that I just go, you know, I go back and like focus, and it became like 2 flames. So maybe you're kind of being maybe you know about that twin flame kind of. And that's that page of Cups again in reverse. So it's that imagination kind of, you know, how can I say this? Like taking you to the wrong way, you know? But anyways, I felt like maybe the reading that I was about to do, it was about, someone who is in that twin flame journey, if you know about that. That twin flame in very, small aspect. Twin flames, it's like, two souls that come to have like a mission together, and it's like a soul contract they made of, kind of meet themselves, activate certain triggers and stuff. They have to heal their own, and it's usually they meet, and something kind of A or B, doesn't matter what, kind of keeps them apart, and they go to, separate ways, and one has to heal, certain things, and the other has to heal others. Kind of, it's giving. Also, it was like two flames, and there was one, and they were both like rainbow colors. Not all the colors of the rainbow, but like at least 5 colors. It was like the little flame. There was like a little one, and behind it was like a bigger one. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like that kind of illusion. Yeah. I'm feeling like that kind of illusion that you were holding on to, and that you learned, has to do maybe with a bond, with that kind of relationship. But mainly I'm seeing that Two of Cups, not as that reunion, that union card, but more as like yourself union, like that strength, and giving yourself that it's giving. It is, but it's not. Anyways, up. Oh. Do I want to look, or do I don't want to look? The High Priestess, bitch, again. And I put that on the Hierophant. So definitely, kind of like that twin flame journey, because it's like you both gotta heal. You both have to heal those kind of mother wounds or father wounds, and it's like so you can guys both integrate, both energies within yourself. Also, that's why I'm saying that Two of Cups is like, I see it for you guys, like, literally the Hierophant and the High Priestess, like that feminine and that masculine energy. You're healing both. And also kind of like the star on the bottom, and the fucking strength, bitch, and the Hermit and the Devil. Yeah. It's like what I was talking about, that shadow, what is it called? Shadow work. Being honest about your shadow and not keeping yourself in that illusion and saying, oh no, because it's more comfortable. No, you want to heal, and you want to heal the right way, and you want to, not keep those illusions that are only like is that the word, prolonging? They're just extending the inevitable, that you gotta grow from that, you gotta heal that. And that's the star. It's not just the star, is about faith, healing, faith in yourself, and others also. What's about to say? Fuck. What the fuck? I don't know. What was about to say? But anyways, being compassionate towards you, and finding that strength. You got the strength twice. So maybe it's like you went through that period of, that, looking at your shadow. You went within. You went within. You like retreat yourself from those situations, and that treaty aspect of the situationship, and you were able to gain back faith in yourself, and also, and what do you kind of know that, and the High Priestess is kind of looking at the Two of Cups, so maybe it's like very intuitive person. I feel that energy of, you're closing that cycle, and that purging I was speaking about, really. I'm putting the Devil with the Hermit and Strength like next to the Justice, because it kind of tells the story. The Justice is illuminating the shadow, so you went through introspection and you found your strength again. Yeah, I feel like those, like that's why, whenever you feel those downs moment, it feels really strong. It doesn't feel like it's not like in the beginning when it was just like, oh, it's just one. No, it's like the lessons are all, even, I'm not saying harder, but it's like the depth of emotion. It's deepening. Fuck. What about this Two of Cups? What the fuck with this Two of Cups? Is it just about you? Is it just about you? I'm not feeling, because you got this the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and I'm feeling like that sense of value within you, that you are giving yourself. What the fuck is that? Being through that masculine energy, healing that masculine energy, giving yourself that patience and that kind of mercy. It's also like one of the meanings. But yeah, I kind of believe like you're healing both. Like you're healing both energies, your feminine and your masculine. So I wouldn't know if you're a masculine or a feminine, but she's looking at, oh, I cannot help it. It's like she's looking at the Two of Cups. So maybe she kind of sensed the female in the don't say it. The female in this journey, you're female, or maybe you're the female. She kind of sense, and she kind of fucks. She knows. She knows. This is kind of, maybe, I don't know if she knows. I don't know if I'm seeing that union, but she kind of knows something is kind of something happening, because she got that, I feel like that last drop of fuck, I was being like that last illusion, she was saying to herself, the High Priestess was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And maybe whenever, I don't think she's an idiot, and I don't think she lied to herself in a lot of things. I feel she was very honest with herself, but I feel there was one thing that she didn't want it to see. It's not that she couldn't see, she didn't want it to see. It was that little bit of the ego getting in the way. And it's like that last drop of that's it, I surrender. And you know, and usually when you kind of let go and you don't want things to happen anymore, and you're not actually, oh, I really hope this happens now, and I'm really hoping this, you know, that I see them again, or you know, I really hope we reunite. That's when things happen, because that it's kind of like the whole point of the fucking Matrix. It's like you, but again, it's like it happened, so you know you would gain that strength, double strength. A lot. This, I know this is like a very divine reading. There's a lot of major arcanas and a lot of wisdom and a light, you know. That's why I'm very convinced this is a twin flame kind of reading. Kind of, not twin flame reading. But I'm feeling like it was that last drop of that last light, or maybe illusion. The high priestess told herself, and it was like, great. This was the last thing that I needed in order to maybe cry like a baby and then release, you know, make that little homework and, you know, go inwards. Be like, great. Now I'm back in my strength. I'm not 41 when I said that. You could be seeing those kind of numbers. But I feel like she was like, yeah, this was the last thing that I needed to detach completely from this and not wait for it anymore. Yeah, it brings a lot of, again, maybe like a discussion in family, because Temperance in reverse, it's kind of like that. That vibe of fights, you know. So maybe it was a discussion with certain someone, and it was like that made them kind of trigger into this situation, or maybe with this situation, it was like, oh, maybe it was that I put it in the Queen of Cups, and the Lemat, we're gonna say it because I don't remember how you say it in English. It's about lack of harmony, lack of feeling harmonious, you know. So, but I'm taking that as, you know, how you felt when you got that trigger, that you lifted the bed, like you saw through the illusion. Yeah, what do I want? What's the thing with that Two of Cups? Clarify the Two of Cups. What is, I know you got someone in your mind. Think about them and really focus, bitch. 43. It's like it was before 23, and then 41. Now 43. Queen of Wands. Well, the Queen of Wands of Swords was like in the Temperance. It's also about what can I say? It's not just about, you know, it's kind of like that grieving and separation kind of, and absent also. I'm telling you, this High Priestess, she fucking knows that. No, but it's like that grieving. It was like that last part of that grieving mode maybe she was in. I'm seeing that, I mean that she was, but you know, being, it's not the word that I'm looking for, grieving, because when you're in grief, you're kind of usually always the negative, but it's like that, you know, how twin flames, you know, they meet, and for one reason or the other they separate because they have to heal themselves separately, and they come together. It's like I don't think it's grief. I think it's like that last drop of detachment, and it's like that detachment from that absence, you know. And also the Hierophant in reverse. The cards are carding. No, I think it's about like letting go that negative aspect of the Hierophant, that it's like he can be a little close-minded. That mind, that illusion you were in. I'm saying she because sometimes I don't know if you're the masculine looking at or the feminine looking, but I don't know. I'm gonna pretend like it's the feminine watching. The illusion you were in, like letting go of that like close mentality of, no, this is this way. It's the way that I thought, and because it's the way that makes me feel the most comfortable. And it was like that pain and that, you know, lack of balance, lack of feeling also appreciated, and that's what triggered that whole separation, you know, kind of wound. Bitch. Should I put this is kind of a mess. I never, like, the cards are all over the place. Maybe it's kind of, I don't know. What do I want to do? Fuck. I'm all over the place now. I'll put this card here. Okay, we're gonna ask, what is this, I actually want to ask and then confirm with another deck. Confirm with tarot. I know it. What's this situation that the High Priestess, it's like she's sensing. Fuck. Oh, here is the what's the name? Tell me what's the name? The Fool. No, it's not the Fool. Which one is it, bitch? Which one is it, bitch? Come on, I need to look for, wait a minute. Okay, I want to ask, what do you guys think it's about to happen? And we're gonna ask, what is about to happen? Okay, what does this think it's about to happen? Because I feel like that High Priestess was looking at the Two of Cups in a way of knowing. She I don't think she knows, kind of like when you detach to something, that's what this something is like get this, if I don't come here, it's never gonna happen, you know, kind of life. So let's see, what's this? What's this collective things? It's coming in. What's her vision? I just want 3. Believe this. Also, there are 2 cards. I think that's enough. There are 3 cards. I'm sorry. You will not believe this. is the Hierophant. And is it the commitment that she... The King of Swords. I'm seeing this as... Okay, yeah, this, I feel that she sensed the because it's the High Priestess and the Hierophant. The strength again, bitch. I feel like... What was the phrase? Don't make it fit, don't make it fit. If the whole first part don't resonate, don't make this part resonate either. If you don't feel like this, the King of Swords, it's not like... I don't like him a lot because he's a kind of cold little man, but he's kind of like a cold masculine energy. But this Six of Swords, it's also like leaving a lot, like it's like an also like a trip on water. Maybe you're very connected to water. Maybe you love the sea and stuff. But again, leaving a mindset, leaving maybe that cold mentality the King of Swords kind of has, and be more... I'm talking about the masculine energy, that, you know, that twin flame. Clarify this King of Swords, but I do believe it's about like decisiveness with their mind. She kind of sees that, you know, by her retreating and like leaving that situation of I'm out of words. I was not expecting it was the Hierophant. So yeah, but yeah, she definitely knows there's gonna be kind of movement. Maybe she feels like she's going to see the masculine, and she's going to... The Emperor, yeah. But it didn't fall down. And the Nine of Cups in the middle, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. And the Lovers. Okay. Do I want to simmer? Do I need to simmer? I do feel it's like the King of Swords. It's like a mentality. Clarify the King of Swords. It's like being kind of bold in a way of, because it's not a card about bravery, but I do see it as like that mental kind of strength. Fuck. Maybe she sees, oh my god, maybe she sees this. Oh, this makes a lot of sense. That by her, you know, leading the way and, you know, really, yeah. Leaving something that doesn't serve them, you know, being offered something that doesn't really fulfill them either. Maybe they're going through their own, you know, also twin flames kind of. It's not the same journey, but it's kind of like the same kind of wounds. So whatever was kind of attaching this High Priestess was attaching you guys into that what's the word, into that attachment, whatever you were attached to, you know, whatever illusion you were saying to yourself, you know, because you know, waiting and hoping someone else, you know, would fulfill you. It's, you know, thinking from lack and being attached to that, and also that's keeping away what you want, because you're attached to that and you're kind of, it's like your energy is like grabbed to it like this, and you don't let it go. It's like that is going to make that other thing that you're trying to manifest, you're pulling it away by doing that, you know. So she knows this Hierophant left. She's helping him, you know, also making him more free. Actually, I don't want more. You know what I want? I kind of want to see if where are the intentions? I know. The Four of Wands on the bottom, and when it was reversed, now it's upright. What the fuck? We're talking about all pretty energy. What are their intentions? Queen of Pentacles. Delay, division, you know, Three of Swords. I'm sorry, it's the Three of Swords. First the Queen of Pentacles and then the Three of Swords. So it's like, doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I said something about, you know, giving them like that freedom by not being held on to them energetically. You know, they gave them freedom, and Queen of Pentacles is also about being free. What are the intentions? You know, generosity, you know, secureness, freedom. But what the fuck is this Three of Swords? Maybe because I'm feeling like that's something maybe they want to talk about. I'm seeing that fixing kind of energy, yeah. Like make it go the right way. Yeah, that separation. The Queen of Swords again. Yeah, they want to talk about that. Kind of close that gap. Thank God I didn't stop the video. The Two of Cups. Yeah, that like they want to speak about what went on. Maybe they are the one who, because I feel like that High Priestess was like too much into her oracle within, into their divine feminine energy, you know. They really see through you, bitch. Even if you don't want it, they see through. Maybe they were that kind of person that would always look, and I would know. I don't know. I wouldn't know. You kind of always have that generosity within, you know. They always given, always there's enough for all of us kind of energy. And maybe this is, and I'm seeing that this is there, like that. I don't know what's the betrayal. I wouldn't take it as betrayal, but I would take it as that pain. Like inflicting pain in you. Also, we were talking about the Queen of Swords and how was that distance. Maybe they hurt you by being distant and taking more than they were able or they were willing to reciprocate to you. Fuck, I'm seeing that as it. I feel that is it. I don't think I need more cards. You know, and really, again, the Two of Cups. Really closing in that distance card. And not just... So this means you guys... Yeah, this is already... I was about to say this means you guys are distant, or you guys don't see each other. But it's like obvious because I saw it in the first part. Fuck. So they also, this is not I just remember the Two of Cups is also about that divine union. Also, kind of like angelical kind of energy. And look at that lion. That strength card. Fuck. The cards, I love it when the cards just show me. Also, sorry guys, I had to look at something. I was cooking in the oven. Maybe you're looking at this while you're doing something to eat. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles, it's also about someone that it's like a very giving, very generous kind of energy. Maybe they're wanting to, yeah, I was talking about the intentions. They wanting to, because they were the first one that felt. It was like the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. Clarifying these Three of Wands, Three of Swords, you know. So it's like wanting to give back to the Queen, like someone that kind of, that I feel that unconditional, like kind of love, and wanting to reciprocate that one. I'm seeing their intentions very well, but we'll see. We'll see what do you choose. Why did I look? Where did I look? Where did I look? Okay, they're naked. I don't know if YouTube kind of, it's just a little tarot card. Come on, just like the Lovers. I was about to say, I don't know what you would choose, what you would how you should approach it, but it's like, and the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles upright. So it's like a lot of pentacles. What do I want to say? So it's like working, literally their balance. Maybe they were working into balancing out this very cold energy, very like distant. I'm not just saying that distance as physical distance, but also like emotional distance. You know, also how this, it's telling the story. It's saying, you know, how you were always given and given and given. They were only taken. They were only taken, and by that they were like ripping your heart in pieces. Maybe they were in that kind of mindset that you will always be there. You were always, you know, something kept you guys apart. Maybe that Queen of Swords, I'm gonna see in us that, fuck you, I'm not deserving of this. And they kind of want to come and, you know, when working on, I realized what I did. You know, I've been trying to balance out this energy. I've been shown what I've been doing. I'm feeling like being shown by what they did to you by someone else, because that's the 3D like aspect. That's the 3D. Whatever you get in that karmic, whatever that karma means, it's like whatever you give to others, whatever you choose to take from others and give, it's like what you receive. Maybe they realize how unbalanced that energy was with you, how unfair it was with you. Working on it, you know. Maybe also working on that money, money, and the Ten of Pentacles. But we're talking about the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. A lot of love energy. I'm gonna put this again because it didn't fall. But clarify, this is what happened. That's their intention, to close that gap. Let's go. Actually, I don't want to clarify. What did I say? Maybe you guys. Okay, we got the Eight of Wands. That it's like that communication card, like a fast card. It's like kind of days, and the Queen of Wands. In how do you say when it's up? Doesn't matter. The Fool. You saw that? The Fool. I'm feeling like it doesn't make any sense in the for anyone who's not in this like spiritual journey, but anyone that it's awake, they'll get it. They'll get it, and they'll tell you, listen to your third eye, listen to your intuition, what tells you when this comes in, how you should approach this, how you should approach this, how you should be towards this person. I'm hearing that. Yeah. It's the Sun. And the Page of Wands. With that Sun energy, of course you would take them back if you want to, but with this Sun energy, it's like that. I'm taking it. I'm also getting a little overwhelmed. Maybe while you're watching this and when you're getting those confirmations, you feel a little overwhelmed because you don't want to fall back into that attachment mode. But I think the advice would be, be kind of light-hearted. Even if you're going to take them back or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you carry yourself with light and love and respect. Because clearly there's kind of emotions for this person. That sense of belonging. Because the Two of Cups is like two cups filled with the same, like it's two cups that are the same cup, but just in different vessels. That's what it means. Like they made from the same. Also, the Kundalini. I never saw this. It's a Kundalini. The Kundalini, in case you don't know, it's feminine and masculine energy. The twin flame journey. Fuck. Okay. Yes. Yes. That really caught me off guard. Also, that's a very pretty man in the Two of Cups. Fell in love with the drawing. Yeah, the only kind of man I like now. Anyways, it's a Kundalini. Two snakes. There are two snakes. There are intertwined within them, because there's that masculine energy and that feminine energy that you yourself, and the Sun, that masculine energy. Deep down, you already know what you want. You already know how you want to answer to this person. But I'm kind of all over the place. Maybe you could be all over the place. ¿Qué pasa? It was the Sun and the Page of Wands when I asked how you should approach this. So it talks about being faith, a person that is faithful, someone in love, someone being sent to you, divine energy, someone being sent to you, a messenger, and like kind of harmonious energy. I'm taking that as, you know what you kind of want. You already know the answer if you want them back or not. But it can be a little overwhelming. It's like this tree. Of course, this tree of wands. This tree of swords might be like ignited inside you when this happens. And it's like that Queen of Swords or the Two of Cups. It's like those two. You can go one way or the other, but I really advise you to be kind of light-hearted and don't be so trapped in your mind and whatever happened. I'm not saying like be submissive and yeah, whatever you want. No, because this is someone who hurt you clearly with their indifference. But don't let that, don't mistake your honesty with like being harsh and being like unnecessarily, you know how people kind of use honesty as an excuse to hurt someone. Don't do that, because you're not being faithful towards yourself. You're not being honest. That's not what you are. That's not who you are. You're very generous, loving, caring person and giving. And if the whole first part, like everything in the first part resonated, then this is a person that wants to kind of make amends, wants to give back what they took from you. That's what I'm hearing. Bitch. Fuck. But anyways, I don't think you should be focusing on the Eight of Wands was really in the bottom. So it's like, now it's not in the bottom, now it's the Hangman. So it's like, I feel like it's gonna be very soon. I feel that's why, yeah, another one. King of Wands. Wands are, and the Justice again. And the Queen of Wands. Fuck. Also, there's something else. The Eight of Cups, leaving that. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What's that? I feel like you're leaving that illusion of, maybe it was just in my mind. But if you... Exactly. Maybe you need to give yourself that time whenever they do contact you. Wands are days. Wands are days. How many? Do I want to see how many? It just... Soon. That's the message. Soon. Soon. Fuck. It's the King. I can't believe the King and Queen of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. That's the thing. They are both. Also, she's not looking at him. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but she's not looking at him. She's kind of like, how they say kind of Leos are self-centered. Like I feel like she's giving me the energy of looking at her in the mirror. And he's looking at her. It's like, can I come in? Please. The Queen of Wands also, it's about being, that's what I was saying, like he's kind of looking at her and he's that kind of gentleman kind of man, of course, a lot of passion between the both, but it's like she's a little more focused on, being passionate towards her goals and towards what she wants, like, but not from him, that that fulfillment within her. So I would advise you in these days, whenever that feeling of that purge of emotions, feel it, be honest with yourself, do that work that you've been doing, and just leave that mentality. Don't focus on that mentality of lack, and that mentality of I don't have it now, or I don't, or now that I don't, there's this kind of people that it's like, oh, now that I don't want it, it's coming. That's how it works. That's why you are, that's why maybe for so long you were too attached to it. Oh my god, I'm kind of getting blind from the light. I'm sorry again, I'm doing something in the oven. There's a reason why you were so attached to it, because that strong emotions you had towards this person, because it was asking you to leave, to release. You were attached to this person for a very long time, because it was the treaty showing you maybe all the time they were not there, but it was asking you leave this mindset of being attached. And when you let go, it's all once, not all once, but it's like fast. Also another 8. This is leaving what doesn't serve you anymore. That attachment, being attached to this. Be this Queen of Wands. Find out that passion within you, your creativity, Beautiful. And the King of Wands, it's also about a man who's, what's the word? A man who's kind of a gentleman, and that, honest and wasn't like aware kind of man, But yeah, also if this person doesn't come this way, wanting to speak and wanting to give back what they took, and I would recommend you, Another 8, it was the 8 of Wands, and now the 8 of Cups. But yeah, there's a lot of fire, and I know that can be kind of... I'm a fire sign, I know. It can be very overwhelming, this, like, how strong we guys feel emotions. And if it's a twin flame journey, it's... I'm looking at my candle, and it's kind of like throwing wax. Looks like she's crying. You're even crying a lot. And those purges I was talking about. But I know it's very overwhelming with twin flames, and especially if you're a fire sign, or with this passion energy. So if that energy of overwhelms you, go within, Also be honest with this person. If they come, I would recommend you to be honest always, but be honest with this person and tell them, this is too overwhelming, or this is not serving me. I need time and space. I was not expecting for it to go this way. Do I wanna get message? Also, I was looking at the, because I'm not sure. I didn't know what this Knight of Cups meant, and Knight of Cups, the other one that fell, it's arrival, getting close, improvement, intentions, proceeding, invitations, and like the kind of cheerful energy. Fuck. So you, the High Priestess, you knew this was coming, bitch. But it's like, again, whenever you felt this was coming or was close to you, it was like that grabbing, Keep focusing on your own life, on your own success, because I'm hearing you got, it's not the King of Cups, it's not just a king, maybe a King of Cups. That's a very mature emotionally mature man, aware man also. I would recommend you to, it says days, but I would do recommend you, you know, be honest with yourself, even through these days, you know, going through this energy. You know, use that purge, cry like a baby if you need to. Then let it go and, you know, really focus on you. What is this about? Mars. And I don't know how to pronounce this because I always feel like it sounds like your anus. So I don't know how to say it. Okay. It's Mars, fire energy. Also being like leading. You know, energy, impulse, bravery. That strength card that came twice. I feel like you are gaining that strength, and this person also. Conquer. It's asking you to move forward and conquer new territories. You are ready to face the challenges that taking the risk for goals and dreams. Mars is a sign that you have the courage, wisdom, and trust to fight for your goals and complete them. I'm seeing that as that working with your finances, kind of, not only with this person. You're being asked to realize the work of your impatience with the times of manifestation of your goals, sign. And with the faces, and with the times of others of proceeding. It's convenient to see certain impulses, certain impulsivity of anger when things doesn't go the way you want them. Lastly, this card is asking you to learn to put what's the word I'm looking for? Like adequate boundaries. No more or less. If you put more boundaries that you need to, it's because you're trying to guard yourself in that vulnerability and you're causing more of that on others. You need to really, that's why you're being asked you're being asked to focus on you. And also that card of that Page of Wands, of being lighthearted and being, you know, faithful towards you. Don't over, that's why I said before, like, that whenever that, you know, also I was talking about that impulse, how it could go one way or the other, you know, the Queen of Swords, and, you know, getting that coldness in, you know, and getting a little trapped in their mind and a little too focused on the Three of Swords energy, you know, that pain, that separation, and not that much on the intentions on this person and the realization that they had to go through what they had to go through, just like you had. Also, if you're gonna be in that mindset of lack and that mindset of you gotta kind of pay me back what you owe me kind of energy, you're just like you're doing the same this person was doing before, you know. They were not conscious of what they were doing, but I'm seeing they are now. Urano, I'm not gonna say Uranus because it sounds like it sounds bad for me. It doesn't matter. Change, sudden change, days energy, you know. awakening, rebellion. And there goes that extra, like going to the extreme with that kind of, you know, putting in the right boundary, you know, no more, no less. It's also talking about what was, I stopped and now I don't remember what was I saying. Energy of lighthearted that it's asking you. Also, if you've been hold on to this person and, you know, it really sticking out to me, the sun, in the way of honesty, you know, and like transparency and putting light into what was dark. Be really honest about what you went through. When, if this person comes the right way, obviously, if they don't, I'm hearing like be patient, like, but not, I'm hearing be patient with me. It's what I'm hearing. So it's like maybe you have that kind of strong character and they don't. Maybe in the beginning they're gonna come like a little, you know, like a little shy. It's like, if deep down you know this person, you know, you're the high priestess, you know what the fuck, you know who I'm talking about, you know, you resonated with the whole reading, you know what's inside of this person, and you know they have pure intentions. So don't let your ego get in the way and make you react in a way that you're gonna regret later. Later you're gonna feel like, I was too harsh on them, you know. Also, it's that you were waiting for this. Now that energy of, now that I'm hearing that, I don't know why I'm getting so stubborn, that now that I want it, now that I have it, I don't want it. Like, don't be that way. You still want it. You just, it's that impulsivity into putting that pain this person putting you, you know, giving back what they give you, but that's only hurting you in the end. You were wanting honesty. I'm saying this for a reason. Maybe when you heard they were approaching you, you were tempted to, and all this energy was building up on your chest of, I'm gonna give them what they deserve. Like, no. What is that? If you guys are twin flames, you needed to find your own lessons. You needed to learn your lessons. Feel like this impulse, it's also, you know, gonna come from a place of the overwhelming feeling, you know, all those ones, all that passion, all that, you know, knowing before, and it's like it's building up a lot of tension and building up a lot of intensity of emotion you guys clearly feel towards each other. So it's that advice of going within, going hermit mode, and be wise with your words, with your actions. Leo, it's when it's healed, it's a beautiful sign because it's very faithful towards themselves and others, and they're very honest, you know. They are light-hearted. They're very generous. They ask you to guide any actions, to be the one that leads any action that you want to accomplish. So you want this person to be this way with you. Lead with example, you know. It's asking you to trust completely in your talents. I'm seeing that as the inner oracle. your wisdom, your inner wisdom, literally, and generosity. Generosity, that was what's sticking out for, the Queen of Pentacles. So you can solve any obstacle that you're presented with. You can be like a very loving father, protector, and cheerful when you connect with your good heart. Don't think that the way of approaching this is by keeping it to yourself, because this is not what you want from this person either. So you gotta lead, literally lead. Mars is also about taking action. Lead with example. So yeah, I'm gonna read Uranus to you guys, and I think that's it. Uranus reminds us that we're always tied to an uncertain and unpredictable action from the universe. Divine orchestrated kind of union, encounter. It's an action that give us the impulse to accept and to flow to any change that it's presented to us. It talks about a change unexpected in certain place in your life. It's not place, but you know what I mean. But you should not be fearful. You should trust that you're trying to be guided to a new path, to new ways of seeing and doing things, not being impulsive. Those who try to protect themselves in comfortable structures and rigid habits, they suffer more when life surprises them with lightning that takes them out of their comfort zone. I think for this collective, being, lighthearted with someone who hurt you, it's literally very out of your comfort zone. It defies, it rebels, attracting new realities to the present, and that's why you're being asked today to be the freeing lightning that breaks molds into a better tomorrow. I don't want to see anything else, guys. I don't want to see, and I'm looking. Fuck. It's the energy of today. Okay, guys, I feel like that was a lot for me. Okay. Also, I feel overwhelmed with information. I feel like that's what you guys are gonna have to work on whenever this is presented to you. That overwhelm. But of course, if it's meant for you, if it's presented, oh my god, if it's presented to you, it's because you can't take it. It's because you want it, isn't it? You wish for it. And now that, I'm just saying. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for watching.